All set for Zuluk, right? Long trip, new bike after 500 kilometer service, the review, test, everything. Let's see. Okay guys, see you on the road. Welcome to Arita Road. Beautiful. Oh, I drove the bike here. I can feel the higher altitude, a lack of oxygen. Welcome guys to Bumpy Bumps on the Road. I finished my riding to Zuluk, then Changu Lake, near Nathula, Kupup Lake, from Gangtok to Rongli, and then all the way to Zuluk, and then Kupup, and then near Nathula, and then Changu, and then back to Gangtok. I actually wanted to test it my Himalayan Bs6 2021. I have completed 500 kilometers service. When I got my bike from the showroom, there was little problem actually. The problem was started flashing up that engine check light. I was riding and there was a engine started to miss for a millisecond, and then the engine check light started flashing up, and then it wouldn't go. So I tried my own logic. I switched it off, started again. The engine light is still there. I did it couple of times, maybe 3, 4, 5 times, and then the engine check light just went off. So the next day I took the bike to the Apex Motorcycles in Gangtok, to the workshop, and they have not actually accepted the problem, and they have asked me to try it for some more days. I have completed my 500 kilometers and wanted to test it during the ride, and I was going, there was no issues, bike was running smoothly. I do feel little underpowered because it is 410cc bike. Well, I'm used to riding 650 Interceptor, so I'm 80 plus kgs my weight, so I can consider, yes, there are many factors. Bike itself is heavy. I am, as a sole rider, also very heavy, 80 plus kgs, so actually it performed very well. Even in the steep climb, hardly I have used first gear, mostly on second and third gear. On higher altitudes also I was feeling like maybe the bike would struggle to climb up, but it didn't. It just went smoothly. But while I was about to reach Kupu, then suddenly bike missed again for a millisecond, and when I checked it, the engine check light again popped up. So I continued riding. The engine light was still there, and I reached a point. I stopped the bike, and I did the same thing. Stop the bike, start again, stop the bike, start again, couple of times, and then the light went off, and I started riding again, and then no issues at all. I mean, it is perfect bike for riding across Himalayas and off-roading, road, everywhere. It's so comfortable. I have my back issues, slip discs, herniated discs, whatever you call it, but it didn't give me any problem. And another problem I had was the side stand of the bike. It is so tall. I stopped the bike near Kupup Lake. I will definitely add the video on that. I stopped the bike. The ground was almost on the level, slightly risen on the left side where the side stand is there. I parked my bike, and with the gears on, your movement is restricted. You cannot be so flexible, and I was struggling to come off the bike, and then I tripped the bike. It just fell off, and it was more than 13,000 feet. I was struggling little bit, not much, because lack of oxygen, and picking up that bike on that higher altitude was pain in ass for me. It was, I think I carried almost 25 kgs plus of luggage. That's it. And I was really struggling. I started to pick it up, and I had no strength at all No strength on my knees. I try to pick it up as like the most common way of picking up your dropped bike from your back. I was struggling so hard, I was running out of breath, but finally I managed it. There were people around, but I didn't ask for help. I did manage to pick it up, and it was not a big problem. But after that, I was gasping for oxygen. I was breathing so heavily. So I would suggest the Royal Enfield to kindly look into this. The side stand is too tall, I feel, and if you guys know how to sort it out, one of my friend actually did it. He chopped it a little bit, and then he says like he doesn't have any issues now. He also had the same problem, but I'm not sure if I would chop it off and then do the welding and those stuffs, and again that climbing up on the saddle with a side stand on, I'm not very confident. So if you guys know some juggards, then let me know. Please comment down below. I would also love to hear from you guys to solve this problem. And rest was amazing. The ride was amazing. The weather was amazing. It was running so smoothly after that. I didn't have any issues, no high altitude sickness, nothing. I just cruised. I just cruised on very rough patches so easily. Most of the time, where the road was not very smooth, I was just saddling the bike and it was so comfortable. I saved my ass from burning. I literally saved my ass, and it is one of the most joyful experience from Himalayan. I'm very very happy for that, and yes, that's it. I think it is very capable bike. I have taken it for off-roading also. Um, Not very challenging, but yes, it is tough in Sikkim, especially in Gangtok. Uh, it did it very well. The suspension acted so nicely. I was like handling big rocks so smoothly. No problem at all. I'm just loving it. All experiences, I'm loving it. But one issue, yes, that engine check light. Is it, I think, only peculiar on my bike, or other guys are also having the same problem? I don't know. But I need to speak to this Apex Motorcycles in Gangtok. Um, I hope they would sort it out. And the mechanic last time was telling me maybe there is a problem with the relay. I don't know. I would suggest him to change the relay again, maybe if they allow, or if there is any other solution. And if you guys also have the same kind of problem, please let me know. Comment, you can comment, you can send me email bumpybumsontheroad@gmail.com. So I'd love to hear from you guys. So that's it. The experience was fantastic, and I suggest you guys must try on Himalayan off-roading, because I was usually riding only Interceptor and I was loving it, but not loving it for touring because I have my back problem, as I already told you. I cannot take it for a long ride. I'm going to have my back really burn if I take Interceptor for a long ride. So I was looking for one good touring bike, cheap, affordable. So that was only Himalayan. I was looking for second-hand B-Storm 650 and Versus 650, but here in Gangtok, the service is so limited. The know-how people is so limited. It's very difficult to maintain such bikes. If you have any major issues, then you had it. You have to call the people from outside, especially from, I think, Kolkata. You have to fly them here, pay all the expenses, which is not viable for me. I wouldn't do that. So many guys are doing it, but I wouldn't do that. So Himalayan is the only answer that I got, and I did it and I bought it, and I'm very happy about it. But one issue, I want that to be solved. Rest. I'm looking forward for more off-roading, more touring, and I'll definitely update you guys on that. Ciao, peace, and please subscribe, share, bumpy bumps on the road. Bye.